Mt. Gox delays paying back the Bitcoin they owe to their creditors. Eminem and Snoop Dogg perform from inside the Otherside Metaverse at the MTV VMAs, and as September approaches, we have to be honest with ourselves and face the harsh truth that the ugly side of the bear market could get much worse before it gets better. My name is Justin. This is your nightly crypto news wrap-up. Let's get it. Before we dive into today's video, let's take a moment to remember Hal Finney, a prestigious pioneer of the crypto space, who unfortunately passed away 8 years ago as of yesterday. Hal Finney was a distinguished cryptographer who was responsible for several groundbreaking innovations in coding and computer science. Back in 2009, Finney received the very first Bitcoin transaction from Satoshi's wallet, and some people still believe to this day that he is actually Satoshi. Thanks for all you did, Hal. Despite several rumors circulating the internet, Mt. Gox still has no timeline on when they will be able to pay back their creditors. In early July, Mt. Gox's appointed trustee, Nobuki Kobayashi, proved that they were preparing to make repayments. Regardless of what some people said on Twitter, Mt. Gox is still trying to get the infrastructure of their repayment plan up and running, and there is no date set for when that will happen. This news comes as a relief to many investors. Some feared that all of the Bitcoin would be released all at once in a short time frame, and others feared that once the creditors got paid back, that they would immediately dump the price of Bitcoin. Some would even consider this a black swan event. Of the 850,000 Bitcoin they owe, they will only be able to repay 150,000 of it. And also, many of the creditors have vocalized that they've got no intent on selling their Bitcoin once they do get it back. They waited this long. Why sell the bottom, right? We will keep you updated on this story when there is more of a definite timeline on the distribution of those Bitcoin. Let's pass it on over to Frankie Candles for a little market watch.
Thank you, J-Chains. All right, guys, let's jump in and do a little market watch here. We've got Bitcoin coming in at $20,310. We've got Ethereum coming in at about $1,555. Bitcoin down about 4.5% on the week, and Ethereum down about 2.7% on the week. Now, I do want to bring you guys over to the Bitcoin chart. So the yellow X confirmed on the weekly time frame is very bearish, guys. However, in the short term, if you come to the daily time frame, you can see here that your VWAP is about to come up to your zero line and cross over to the upside, meaning you could get some short-term relief here. If you guys want to follow me, it's Frankie Candles on YouTube or Frankie_Candles on all socials. Back to the news.
Last night at the MTV VMAs, Eminem and Snoop Dogg performed, but they didn't do it on stage. They did it from the Otherside Metaverse. As they rapped the song from the D to the LBC, that even has a Bored Ape themed music video, their characters swapped from their animated selves to their own Bored Apes while flying high around the other side. Before finishing the performance live on stage, the performance featured codas and several other nods to the Yuga Labs lore. Absolutely a wild show. You must watch it if you haven't seen it already. And guess what? These guys still got it. Also, for the first time, the VMAs had an award for the best Metaverse performance, and the female Korean pop group Blackpink took home the win for their performance in PUBG Mobile. Not only is it awesome for the world to see Slim and Snoop lean so hard into the Bored Apes and the Metaverse, but it's also great to see there will be an actual award to perform in the Metaverse, which will inspire countless of other artists to try their hand at it in the future. This is how culture evolves, and it couldn't be clearer that NFTs and the Metaverse will be the medium for the future of art and how it's created. It's no secret that the adoption for the entire crypto realm is putting in serious numbers this year, but that doesn't mean it's going to translate to the charts right away. We have to keep it real with ourselves. Be aware of the macro environment and anticipate that it's likely to get worse before it gets better. I don't want you guys to think I'm being negative here, but it is important that you are aware of the technicals before making any serious moves. Yes, a long-term mindset is essential, but September, or September historically, has never been a good month for crypto to begin with. Bitcoin is now once again fighting around the 20K level. We lost the 200 simple, we lost the $1 trillion market cap, and everyone is feeling the pain. Cointelegraph ran an article that illustrates OpenSea lost 99% of its volume in just the last 90 days. Could our friend Richard Hart be correct with his prediction of an 11K bottom? Do you think the bottom is in already? Or will September put us below the local bottom from earlier this summer? Let us know down in the comments. Anything is possible in crypto, and it never hurts to be prepared for every possible outcome. Well, that's all I got. Have a great rest of your night.